Wind turbines continue to blow up a storm of strong opinions. The latest argument is over a proposal to build 100 turbines in southern Brown County. It would be the state's largest wind farm. The issue is something farmers in Fond du Lac are familiar with. They've been living with wind turbines in their backyards for several years. Those who are in favor say wind development helps the environment, but there are many who are against them. Some farmers say one of their main concerns is the turbines are much louder than they were told they would be, and we hear from both sides.
It can sound like a freight train going through the far end of town, and the problem is that that train don't have a caboose. It don't stop. It just keeps rolling and rumbling on and on and on for hours and hours.
And there's probably 3 days out of a month, 3 or 4, that they are really loud, but it's a small price to pay, I think, to get rid of dependency on foreign oil. It's one of the big issues, you know.
Tonight on Fox 11 News at 9, we'll continue to take a balanced look at wind turbines in our second part of the series, looking at Wisconsin's wind wars. And Fox 11's Lou Hillman has been putting those stories together for us, and he gives us a little preview this morning. Good morning, Lou.
Good morning.
So, driving by Fond du Lac, when you see those wind farms, like them or not, they do make an impression. So, are the people in Brown County talking to the folks in Fond du Lac County?
Yep, and that's one of the things the farmers in Fond du Lac County have a very compelling story to tell. They've been living with wind turbines for several years now, and you hear, one of the main arguments that they're saying against the turbines is that they're much louder than they were told they would be. They also say they're too close to their homes, and they say it's almost even kind of this creepy feeling. You walk outside and you see turbines in every which direction. On the other side, there's farmers who say they've gotten used to the sights and the sounds of these massive turbines.
It's just part of their life?
It's just part of their life. I mean, it's just, after 2-3 years, it's something you get used to. And they're also talking about the fact that, the financial compensation of several $1,000s a year per turbine that they have in their property has really helped them survive through some rough times.
So they've had these years of experience with them, and so is that a help for people in Brown County to learn from their experience with them?
They say they're getting phone calls from people in Brown County, and in even some cases, there are people from Brown County driving down to Fond du Lac just to be able to see firsthand the turbines up close.
Maybe listen to them.
Listen to them, knock on a few doors, talk to some farmers there and get their firsthand accounts of, what it's really like to live inside a wind farm.
Besides the sound issue, are there other health issues that they're concerned with?
There's the sound. There's this idea that the sound leads to health issues, that it can lead to sleep deprivation.
Okay.
You're not getting enough sleep at night. You wake up stressed, increased blood pressure. I guess those are, that's kind of the main argument I've heard against the wind turbines.
What about the developer?
The developer is a private company from Chicago called Invenergy. And, the company says it's facilitating a need of the state. They're not the bad guy here, is really the message they're trying to get across. The state has a need to develop renewable energy sources, and that's what they do. The wind turbines, and they say, surprisingly, Brown County is a good place to harness wind. I know a lot of us don't think of Brown County or northeast Wisconsin as a good place for wind development, but they say, Brown County is one of the best places in the state to harness the wind and then to be able to transmit that to the utility companies.
Oh, very interesting. Well, part 2 of Wind Wars airs tonight.
Tonight at 9. And then if you haven't caught the first part, you can head to our website, fox11online.com, and catch the first story.
Fantastic.
Yep. Thank you much.
Lou.
Good morning.